Imagine living in a town where the wildest thing that happens all year is Mrs. O'Key, Mally's cat getting stuck in a tree. That's Cedar Grove. Population. Small enough that everyone knows when you switch brands of cereal. A cozy little bubble of nothing ever happens here. Until one October night, the Carter home turned into the kind of scene that nobody in town would ever forget. Deputy Glenn, who normally spent his nights half dozing in his cruiser outside the diner, got a call that made his blood run cold. A neighbor reporting screams and loud bangs at the Carter residence. He walked through the unlocked door, flashlight in hand, and froze. The living room smelled like metal and smoke. James and Laura Carter, the town's model couple, the ones who brought brownies to bake sales, were lying still on the floor. Glenn didn't need a medical degree to know they weren't getting back up. The whole town woke up the next morning to the news. Cedar Grove's perfect family had just shattered. From the outside, the Carters were the picture of small-town success. James, 45, managed the hardware store. Laura, 42, taught Sunday school. They had 2 kids, Emma, 17, the golden child, and Ryan, 15, the quiet one. Emma was the pride of Cedar Grove, top of her class, debate captain, already touring colleges. Ryan, not so much. He was the kid who kept to himself, hood up, doodling skulls in his notebooks. People just chalked it up to teenage phase. But sometimes those phases are storm warnings. Detectives swarmed the house. No broken windows, no forced doors, nothing missing. This wasn't a robbery gone wrong. It was personal. At first, they wondered if it was an angry customer James had thrown out of the hardware store, or maybe some drifter passing through. But neighbors started whispering. They weren't as perfect as they looked. James and Ryan fought a lot. I heard shouting just last week. Ryan called them tyrants. The small-town gossip mill had officially gone into overdrive. Emma was interviewed first. She had receipts, literally. She'd been at a friend's sleepover, posting selfies all night. She cried through the interview, clutching tissues, her whole body shaking. Ryan's turn was different. He sat slouched in his chair, arms crossed, face like stone. Detective Morales leaned in. You didn't hear anything? Not even the bangs? Ryan just shrugged. Guess I sleep heavy. Yeah, when your parents are screaming 2 rooms away, sleep heavy doesn't really cut it. Forensics found something strange. Residue on Ryan's bedsheets. The kind you get after handling. Something loud and dangerous. And the family's basement gun cabinet? The dad's pistol was missing. When detectives dug into Ryan's laptop, things got even darker. His search history read like a horror movie script. How loud are bangs in a house? How to clean a messy carpet? Teenage killers who got away with it. Not exactly science homework. The kicker? A notebook under his bed filled with angry scribbles. They control me. They don't listen. I'll be free soon. When word got out that Ryan was the main suspect, Cedar Grove collectively lost its mind. The boy? No way, some said. He was just shy. Others insisted. But deep down, everyone remembered the scowls, the muttered curses, the way he glared at his dad at the hardware store. The signs were there. Nobody wanted to believe them. Detective Morales didn't play the bad cop. He just slid Ryan's notebook across the table, opened his laptop, and waited. Ryan stared, then muttered, They wouldn't stop. Stop what? Morales asked. Breathing. And the room turned ice cold. Ryan laid it all out. How he stole the spare key to the basement cabinet months before. How he waited until his parents were in the living room, watching TV. How he pointed the pistol at his dad. First, bam, because he was the loudest. Then his mom, because she screamed. Why? Ryan's answer was almost laughable. They controlled everything. They wouldn't let me do what I wanted. I felt trapped. So yeah, James and Laura were unalived for the crime of telling their teenager to do homework. Ryan was charged as an adult. The courtroom was packed every day, half the town staring in disbelief, the other half crying. Emma sat in the front row, fists clenched, glaring at the brother who destroyed her life. The defense tried everything. Teen brain development, mental health issues. He didn't know what he was doing. But the searches, the notebook, the calm confession, they painted a clear picture. He knew exactly what he was doing. The jury didn't take long. Verdict, guilty. Sentence, life in prison, no parole. Ryan didn't flinch, didn't cry, didn't even blink. Just sat there like he'd ordered a sandwich instead of erased his parents. The Carter home was eventually sold, but neighbors swear it feels cursed. Nobody trick-or-treats there. Nobody lingers outside. The lights stay off most nights, curtains always drawn, like the house itself wants to forget. But Cedar Grove never will, because the scariest part isn't a stranger creeping through your window. It's the danger growing quietly in your own home, behind a slammed bedroom door. And the ironic twist? The boy who complained his parents controlled everything now lives in a cell where the lights, the meals, even the bathroom breaks are controlled for him. Freedom, huh? Careful what you wish for.